Okay, so I know I haven't made a video for the LGBTQ community in quite a while, and 3 weeks to be exact, so my YouTube account says, so I think it's about time that I update a little bit. Recently I've been having a bunch of gender issues, feeling that I don't know what gender I want to be. It's a little bit hard for me because I feel that I want to be a girl and I want to, be just like everybody else and, not have to deal with these. But, I also don't feel completely girl. I don't feel completely female. If you know what I mean. And it's a little bit hard. Like, I was talking to Jesse about it. I'll put up his channel across the screen so you can go check him out. He is a genderqueer trans guy. He doesn't know exactly, he doesn't feel completely male or female either, but he is leaning a little bit more towards the masculine side. However, it's not quite that easy for me. It's a bit more complicated. I fall almost directly in the middle, and I'm not exactly a positive what gender I want to be exactly. I own more female clothes, obviously, and so you see me in more female clothes, but there are still those certain days where I don't sorry, I haven't taken off my black lipstick completely yet. Anyway, I there are days where I don't feel like I want to wear any girl clothes, and I tend to dress in guy clothes, and even then I just look like a dyke. I would rather not be seen as a dyke. I'd rather be seen as in between overall. But there's sometimes when I feel like I'm a little more on the guy side, and sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit more on the girl side, and it's really hard for me, and it's putting quite a lot of stress on me. I'm not positive what I want, and I was thinking about getting a therapist, but then I thought, you get a therapist, but then what are they going to do for you if you're genderqueer and you identify as the same genderqueer that I identify as? I don't want to start tea. For one, because it's going to make my voice too deep. I would prefer my voice to be a tiny bit deeper, but it's going to get too deep. And, second of all, I'm not even positive if I want to get surgery. I mean, if I did get surgery on my upper part, it'd be for a completely different reason, by which I will not name or say over YouTube. But I'm sorry, my hair is acting up. I'm not gonna get a therapist just so I can talk to them. I won't feel comfortable talking to them unless they know exactly what I'm going through. It's hard because how the hell am I supposed to know? It's so freaking confusing. I don't know what I want to be, and it would just be so much easier if I have never found out about the genderqueer community, and I just, identified as female my whole life, knowing that there was something wrong but not quite figuring it out, because before then I was a little bit too lazy to look something up like that. And I don't know, I just sometimes it's so irritating. Oh, I don't even. Every night I get on MySpace and I talk to Jesse about stuff like this because it makes me feel better, for one. And you know, it makes me feel a little bit better about myself because it makes me realize that there are other people out there like me. And I don't know, I don't even know, like, and it's even harder when there are people you know that don't know that you identify as genderqueer now. And sometimes I don't want them to know, and so I tend to wear skirts to cover it up sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like skirts, but to an extent, you know? It's not like I want to be this, like, prissy girl who skips across a field in a skirt going tra-la-la, you know? It's not like that. I don't know, it's just a little bit hard to explain when you're not genderqueer. You're not going to be able to understand what exactly I'm talking about. And I'm trying to explain the best I can, quite honestly. But I just don't know. Like, if you're not genderqueer yourself, you're not going to be able to understand what I'm talking about. And I've tried to explain it in a video before, going by definitions that I pulled off of the internet that I thought explained it the best. But even then it didn't explain it completely to my perspective. I tried I don't even know. It's just a little bit hard, like, and dealing with your family too, dealing with a family who thinks that every girl should dress in a dress, and not just any dress, like, not the type of clothing that I like to wear, but like a pink skirt and a sweater, like a yellow sweater, or a pink tank top that shows off, and like a really short white skirt. That didn't help. Oh, yes, it did. It doesn't, it bugs me. And it's a little bit hard to get somebody who's like that to understand what you're going through. When you have GID, gender identity disorder, it's not quite like, there's not, unless you have it yourself, there's no way you'll be able to understand it. And I don't like to use the gender identity disorder term because, as Jesse said before, it makes it sound like you're sick, like you have a disease. And it shouldn't be like you have a disease, I don't know. I'm just going on way too much with this whole video, guys. I'll, just leave comments below, help me out through this, because it's getting a little bit tough when you're not positive what gender you want to be. Like, you're in between genders, but it's the kind where you're skipping from male to female, back to male, back to female, and it's not the kind where you're like, you go androgynous and stay androgynous, Anyway, just leave comments, okay? Are any of you guys going through that? Because I don't even know. Okay, talk to you guys next time. Bye.